Hello, 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 hello. You guys, hi. I don't know how many of you guys are here, so I'm just going to wait. Oh, there he is. There's Tom. There
Absolute nightmare getting my
you
camera
are.
started. We are here. I'm so happy I finally arrived.
Yes. Uh-oh, why is it my... There we are. I was waiting and I was waiting and I was like, oh, I'm just going to go live. You joined right when I turned on the live.
Perfect timing.
Oh my gosh, Kyle! Kyle keeps messaging me. I'm sorry. So
No worries.
let me turn
That's
this
all right.
down. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Okay.
Are we live right now? Have you not started yet?
So there we go. We are live. Hi, Avatar Roku. Tom, do you watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I don't, but I know a tiny bit about it. Not very much, because I know quite a couple of my friends are sort of into like that sort of thing. But I am not myself. Should I watch it? Is it any good?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a cartoon, so I don't know if you like cartoons. But it is a phenomenal show. My husband and we're obsessed with it. I still watch it. Like, I've rewatched it like 4 or 5 times. If you like that stuff. But Avatar Roku is a character, and so every time I see his name, I'm like, it's Avatar Roku. Okay, yeah, but you need to watch it, right? Roku says watch it, and Roku is very important, so you need to listen to it.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch it then, aren't I? I'm gonna... Is it on Netflix? If it's on Netflix, I'm watching it.
It is on Netflix.
Perfect.
Oh, these damn things. I need to get me some AirPods like you.
Don't fall
Okay.
That's great.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Devin. You guys, hi. Thank you, Tom, for showing on up, for joining me. I don't really even know how long this live is going. Oh, I know you have your last. Is it your last show with?
My last TV call was last night, so everything's done over there now.
Oh, okay. You guys, Tom is no longer with TV Co, which is fine. It is okay.
Yeah,
we're all moving on to bigger and better things. Now Tom is going to be able to focus on YouTube and all the greatness that is on here. So we love that. Absolutely. I wasn't sure if tonight was your last night, so I wanted to make sure that we were off in time.
No, I'm happy to talk longer tonight. I mean, for sure. Let's get the party started.
Yeah, we'll try. We can try to talk longer tonight. I just don't really know how much there is left to talk about, Tom.
Literally, there's so little game talk, right? Okay, so just to like as an insight for my videos this week, like every single thing I've been talking about, because nobody's talking game, because it's literally just like Cody and Nicole are taking each other to the final 2. Enzo's gone, he's 3rd place, simple as that, right? So I'm having to drag out my videos, just talking about them playing backgammon and chess, and it's like there's just like no game talk whatsoever. Literally nothing.
It's so boring.
It's like, so then at this point, Cody said this to Nicole, and they were talking about, I don't know, like something off Instagram, and I'm like, this is just not game talk. I have to like drag out as much as possible.
Right. Hi, Julie. Thank you so much for your super chat. Julie says, yay. So happy to see you live, Miranda. Feeling much better this week. Thanks for talking to me last week. Oh, you're welcome, Julie. Julie was feeling a little rough. I think we all have been feeling a little off. I shouldn't say all like I'm talking for you, Tom, but a lot of us have been feeling a little off. So you guys can always hit me up in my messages, and I will always message back eventually. Amelia makes it very difficult for me to respond right away, but I will try. And if you guys want to donate to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. You guys can do it on Super Chats or on my PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. There's so many options. But thank you, Julie. Thank you, Julie, so much for your Super Chat. I really appreciate any donations I get. Because, Tom, this is my only form of income.
Everyone donate to Maranda.
So whoever feels gracious enough to donate, I'm like, yes, now I can put that towards Christmas. Anyway, so Tom, we basically already talked about everything, right? There's not much to talk about. Cody's just been playing backgammon with himself.
Pretty much, yeah. He's playing himself, and I don't think he's going to end up playing himself in the actual game. I genuinely think Cody has it in the bag. He has won the game, simple as that. I feel like Nicole needs to make a big move and take out Enzo if she wins final head of household, but she's not going to do it. And I don't see what the logic is. I've seen everybody talking about it online, and she knows that Cody is hard to beat as well. Why isn't she doing it? She needs to take out Cody if she wants to win the game.
Hi, Bree. We
Hi, Bree.
both know Bree. We love Bree. Aren't you going to be going live with Bree
Yes,
soon?
I am. So yes,
Well,
on
plug
Thursday.
it. Let them
Yeah, of course.
know.
Yeah. So on Thursday, it's like a post-season recap. So it's going to be myself, Bree, and Life After Netherlands are going to be there, as well as Nicole Anthony from
Oh,
BB22. So there we go. Lots and lots of fun
very
on Thursday night
cool.
on Life After Netherlands YouTube channel.
Oh, that's exciting.
Mm.
Well, congratulations. I will try to join. So everyone, make sure you go sub to Life After Neverland so you can check out Tom and Bree. That'll be fun. But yeah, I don't see Nicole making the move that she needs to make.
No.
Now, and what's frustrating is that it's obvious that it's like we're rewatching Derek and Cody, Big Brother 16. You know,
Literally.
we are seeing someone who has it in the bag, but someone else isn't going to make the cut that needs to be
No.
made. They're not going to
No.
snip where they should,
No.
and it's going to cost them money. Now, what I'm hoping is that Nicole, because she has been talking a lot about second time winner
Yeah.
stuff. Oh, I'm going to be the second time winner. So I'm hoping that she remembers that if it comes down to it. And I hope that she makes that hard.
Yeah.
But you don't think she will? You don't have much faith in her?
I really don't think she will. And do you know what? I haven't been the biggest fan of Nicole Franzel, and I don't think many people have throughout this season. But I will say I will respect her game if she takes out Cody in the final two. Like that will redeem it for me. I think it really will. Not like to a full extent, but to a large extent, I think it will redeem her. But she's not. She's not going to do it. She really, really isn't. And she keeps on talking about, she's done 254 days in the house, more than any other house guest in Big Brother history. And she says it's not by luck, it's by strategy. And I don't really see a strategy that Nicole does. She does nothing. She literally does nothing for like 10 weeks. And then all of a sudden, like Janelle says, she shows up and wins a couple of comps. I would say that's strategy for like 2 weeks or all told 6 weeks of the 254 days she's been in the house, not the entirety of the time. So I can't really respect that too much. As a juror, I would be voting Cody myself.
Right. Well, yeah. But if it came down, and it's not going to, but if it came down to Nicole and Enzo, who would you vote for?
As a viewer, Enzo. But as a player, if I was an actual juror, I would vote Nicole. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Got to separate the personal from the game.
Well, to be honest, even as a viewer, I think I would vote Nicole over Enzo.
Oh, wow. Really? Oh, wow.
I can't stand Enzo. I find Enzo, and I don't know how he has fans like that. I find him very annoying. I think it might be the yo thing. Like I just can't with the yo.
It's overused, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like he says it a little bit much. I feel like I'm getting yo shoved down my throat every 2 seconds. Well, previously, because I don't watch feeds like that anymore, you guys. When it comes down to the final 5, feeds are stupid. They're so boring. Especially final 3, especially when we know what's going to happen. What is there to freaking watch, you know? I applaud you for continuing your videos.
I applaud myself, Miranda. Honestly, it's been something. It really has. But do you know what? I feel like it's nice that tomorrow is going to be the day that all the Big Brother YouTubers, we're going to get a nice break. Just going to get a chill out. I'm going to miss it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not necessarily going to miss the season, but I'm going to miss making videos. But I'm really hoping there's going to be a celebrity season in January to cover as well. Because obviously there's been rumours going on about that, or even a over the top season. But I totally feel you when you say that the feeds are just near to impossible to watch in the final 5. It's just backgammon and Big Brother, please can we have some booze? And then that's pretty much it.
Right. Ina makes a really good point that I actually forgot. So she says, I'm sorry, but it has to be said Nicole was foul for the vote with Ian Lie. Served zero purpose for her endgame, which is very true and a point that I totally let slip. I was actually thinking about this an hour ago when we were on our way home from Target. And I was like, I'm definitely going to talk real quick about the fact that Dave Vaughn getting evicted feels like a millennium ago. And I really don't remember much about anything that happened before because it feels like it was a year ago to me.
It really
So
does
I
feel like
think
a long time ago.
I think I forgot that Nicole pulled that bullshit, or excuse me, that stunt. Because and I remember, now that I'm thinking about it, I remember I was really pissed off about that whole situation. So yeah, maybe I would give Enzo my damn vote as a viewer.
I can totally see what you're saying though. I can agree with you with the youth thing. It's a bit too much sometimes. But I totally what Anna said there though. I do actually agree. I think, you know, Nicole has been saying these past couple of days, I don't know if you've caught any of the feeds, but she's been sort of saying to the camera, she's aligned herself with Davon and Ian, and they're the sort of two big points she's making as like what she's going to plead to the jury. She's saying that she sort of stood with Davon because she was like one of like the social people in the house, and with Ian because he's the brains. And what did she do? She got rid of them both. She didn't even like use them as like assets or anything like that. She literally she did nothing with them. They were there on the other side of the house. They had nothing to do with that. She did not use them. I think she was close with Ian slightly, but I mean, she didn't stick her neck out for Ian. She just let him go as soon as he was on the block.
Yeah, I can't wait until she says that to Davon and Ian, because they're going to be like,
Davon's face is going to be legendary when that happens.
Right? I might watch that 5 seconds of the episode, because I can't wait, because that's how I feel when I haven't watched any feed, so I have no idea. I honestly haven't even been keeping up with the updates. I'm completely I don't know what's going on. Yeah. So that's news to me, and I was feeling like what? And especially after Davon got evicted and finding out that Nicole, you know, her hand and everything. I don't think Davon is going to believe that. I don't think it's going to work.
I think it's going to offend Davon even further at the fact that Nicole's going to try and use her game to get herself a jury vote. And yeah, I think Nicole is screwing herself over if she even tries. It's going to be funny to watch, in my opinion.
Yeah. So since we already know who's going to likely win, what would you say was the worst moment of this season so far? And does it have is there potential for another worse moment? Like, could there be a worse ending?
Well, I feel like, can we say that the worst moment was the entire season or not? I feel like it was a struggle to watch through. I feel like the hype was so there, like everyone was so excited before the season. You know, we were excited to see all these legends come back like Danny, and it's just been such a disappointment. It really has, you know. I'm still appreciative that we got a season, because I think all of us would have been totally fed up if we didn't get a season, but it just didn't sort of show up to be what it was supposed to be. But I feel like the worst moment, if I had to single one out, I genuinely feel like if there was pre-gaming, which I strongly believe there was, I would say that would have to be the worst moment of it, because it sort of had a knock-on effect for the rest of the season. What do you think? Would you say pre-gaming as well? I feel like everybody else is saying pre-gaming.
Yeah, well, the pre-gaming I feel like is just a given, you know. Yeah. I think, you know what I really didn't like was the situation that ended up happening between Davon and David. Right. That made me really sad. And if I remember correctly, now that I'm thinking back on those times, I think Nicole was the reason behind that, right? Or was it someone else? I can't fully remember.
I'm not 100%, but I feel like she said she planted some sort of seed that sort of put doubt between the two of them, and then they started butting heads.
Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, I think she had a lot to do with that situation that happened between her and David. Yeah. And that made me really sad. That whole week really was just one of those weeks where I'm like, I'm not watching this shit.
It's just draining to watch. I totally feel that.
Yeah, and you know, you're actually right. The whole season was the worst part of the season, to be honest. And there's just so many, you know, like I didn't really like how Kaser and Janelle and Bailey and Davon were treated. Nicole Anthony, I know you're going to be going live with her, but I didn't like that whole situation that started with in the beginning of the season. Yeah. All of it, it's like one thing after another. I feel like we could get a bulletin board and just do one of those like detective things where we're piecing everything together, and it's just, in the end, it's all red lines and it's the whole season covered because it sucks.
That is the perfect anecdote, Miranda. Honestly, and I think as well though, like just seeing Keisha go in week one, like that sucked. That was awful to see Keisha go week one, and then I think everyone's sort of like, oh, okay, right, Keisha's gone. Let's put on a happy face and hope the rest of the season's going to be good. Yeah. And then we lost Janelle, then we lost Kissa, then we lost Bailey, then we lost Davon, and it just sort of, yeah, that the rest is history.
Right. Samantha says the worst was them making fun of Ian's autism. That was rough too. Another rough moment.
Definitely.
Liana says the Christmas HOH was horrible. Liana, I love your name. Tom, are you a Game of Thrones fan?
It's right, okay, right. So, right, I feel like I'm one of the only people in the world who isn't a Game of Thrones fan. I watched the first, I think, 5 or 6 episodes of season 1. I was like, all my friends, we were all around like one of the houses, and they were like, Tom, we're getting you into it, we're watching it. I was like, okay, right, I'll give it a go. So I sat down, watched 5 or 6 episodes, and I was just bored the whole way through. And I hate to say that to every single Game of Thrones fan out there. But, right, they always say, Tom, push through season 1. And I still haven't done it, but apparently season 1's really boring, and then the rest get really good. But I feel like that's what everybody says about every single TV show that you can't get into initially.
No! Season 1 is fantastic! What are they talking about? Ina and I were actually just talking about this on the phone the other day, about how she was trying to get some of her friends in on Game of Thrones, and they were like, we can't get into that show. It's so boring, blah, blah. And I'm like, how? And now I've met someone who said the same thing. Anyways, Liana, your name is Eddard Stark's sister. His name is Liana. Yeah. And so I love that name. I think it's a beautiful name. And Game of Thrones got me on it. I don't know why I even brought that up.
I'm gonna have to give Game of Thrones another go. I really am. I feel like everyone's into it. I feel like I'm totally out of the loop. I remember when like it was like the big season finale, and I didn't hear great things about the final season. But I know the hype was like sky high, and I was like the only person who wasn't in the loop. So I feel like I can jump on the late train to try and get on board with it.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're
you seem so depressed that I don't like it, Miranda.
Well, I truly am, because it's a phenomenal show, except for the end season. Like, the last season was trash. I will give it was definitely the BB22 of Game of Thrones. But you don't have to watch it. You could just pretend that it doesn't exist like the rest of us.
So just watch it till the second last season and then just go, nope, nothing more.
Yeah. But you have to like fantasy and, like things like that. I don't know if you like that kind of stuff. It might not be your street.
I'm more of a Walking Dead guy myself. Like, I'm a huge fan of The Walking Dead. Oh, well, do you not like The Walking Dead?
No. There we go.
We are really offending each other.
There we go. I offended you. You offended me. We watched The Walking Dead all the way up until the season after the governor got introduced.
Ah, okay.
And that next season after the governor's first season, we tried and we just got so bored.
Wow.
I don't know what it was. I hated Carl. I was like, why can't Carl just listen? He never listens to anybody. He always is up to some stupid stuff. I just can't get with this guy. Kill him already. And he is a child. I don't care. And I was kind of like feeling like, okay, like how many more dead people can attack a group of people? Like, I just felt like there's nothing of substance, but we do plan on trying again.
Good.
So I did make it further in The Walking Dead than you made in Game of Thrones.
That's true.
So.
I should make the effort to try and watch a few more seasons. But seriously, with Walking Dead, it's like, I would genuinely say the seasons where the governor shows up are some of the best seasons. So I am utterly surprised. Like, I thought you were going to say, I'm not going to say it because it will spoil it for you if you ever end up watching it. But there's one point when I talk to people that everybody tunes out The Walking Dead. You probably heard about it anyway. I'm not going to say it, but there's a moment in which you've heard of Negan, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a moment with him and a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire that a lot of people started tuning out of the show. That's all I'll say. I won't spoil it from there point on. But the viewership, literally dropped from like 16 million to about 3 million. And but it's one of those things where like they've sort of like it was in a sort of funk for 2 seasons. Season 9 and 10 that are on currently, last year and this year, have been incredible. So push through it. That's my recommendation. Have the determination, the motivation, and it's incredible. The end result is amazing.
I'll try. I will try for you. My husband and I just started Vikings again last night. We had watched it before, but then we kind of like similar with Walking Dead. We kind of fell off that train, but we're trying to watch it again. After we're done with Vikings, we'll try Walking Dead again. I just don't know. I'm not a huge zombie person.
No.
But Ina is right. Ina says the story of Game of Thrones was inspired by War of the Roses, a great English
That is
house
the
battle.
yes. I feel like I should know about this. It's the I did learn about this in no, I really did. I learned about this in school.
I would hope so.
And it was the Tudors versus the something, and I've totally forgotten. I've blanked, but it was Henry the VIII's dad, Henry the VII. There we go. It was him versus somebody else that I cannot remember. But yes, I sort of know this. It was a long time ago I learned about it.
You crack me up. I just saw a TikTok the other day. It made me laugh. It was an English, like a British TikTok, and they were like, it was something like common sense questions was the title or something. And then but one of the questions was, what's the language spoken in America? And what language do we speak in America, Tom?
I know what it is, but I feel like most British people would probably say American. But it's English, right? Of course it's English.
Tom, you crack me up. You're so adorable. Yes. We speak English. But yeah, everybody was like, American? And that was one of those moments that just made me laugh. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. You're a very smart guy. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No, honestly, genuinely, I genuinely feel probably 90% of British people would say Americans speak American. Well, yeah. Like,
everybody did. Everybody did say that. Well, one person sort of got it right. One person was like, I didn't know there was a set language. And there really isn't, because we're quite the melting pot of countries. Right. There's a lot of different languages. So I guess technically they were correct. We don't just speak English, but the taught language in schools is English, yes.
Yeah, okay. So
Bree says that she speaks American all the time. So there you go, Bree. Anyways, so we'll get back onto Big Brother, even though there's not much. What would you say was the best moment of the season?
Best moment was this is going to be hard to single out because there was very few best moments. But I feel like Davon winning the veto was a great moment, even though it didn't last long. The victory didn't last long, but she won the veto, epic. And just seeing Janelle and Kaser come back was just incredible. I just love that. Yeah. And I feel like Kaser as well, he had some incredible conversations with house guests, about topical issues that I think it's just incredible that he actually sat down and had genuine one-to-one connections. Aside from the game, he genuinely made connections with people and talked about serious issues. And I just thought that was wonderful to see. And I know he's not going to win America's favorite player, but I'd be very happy if he did, because I just think, I think Davon's going to win it, and rightfully so. I think she deserves it 100%, but I'd be totally happy with Kaser winning it. I just think he was incredible, some of the conversations he had. Yes,
Kyle agrees. The best moment was Davon winning the power veto and using it on Kevin.
It was awesome.
I definitely agree. I'd say that moment was probably the most hyped I was this whole season. Because I was like, yes! First off, Davon wins something. Woo! Now Davon's actually using her veto. Someone is using their veto. Woo!
Yeah.
But you're right. It didn't last very long. And it sucked. But it is what it is. I definitely would agree with that. So what are we watching after this season is over? You're trying to watch The Amazing Race, right? How do you like it?
I'm really enjoying it so far. I think some fantastic teams on this year. There's nobody that I can really sort of say I dislike or anything like that. Definitely some notable teams, and I just think it's nice as well to have it back. It's just been on hiatus for so long. And it's just awesome to sort of see it as well with COVID, how you can't go anywhere. Like, you can barely go anywhere in your own town, let alone all over the world. It's just nice to see everyone traveling everywhere. It's just, it's great. Have you been watching it as well?
No, I haven't been watching it. I haven't really been watching anything. Like I said, last night I was trying to watch Vikings, and I dead ass 10 minutes in, got so tired I had to fall asleep. I guess that's what 30 is. I guess that is what happens when you turn 30. But I really haven't been watching too much. I've been kind of paying a little too much attention to some Bad Girls Club drama. I know you don't watch that, so I'm not going to go in on you with it. But that's
I know one thing about the Bad Girls Club, if it helps. I know who Natalie Nunn is because she was on Celebrity Big Brother UK. That's all I know about the Bad Girls Club.
Well, she's involved in this drama, and you can probably remember how annoying she is. So
she is horrific. I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. She is terribly annoying.
Yeah, so I have no doubt that you can imagine how irritating it's been because she's been involved. But that's kind of been everything that I've been paying attention to. I can catch up though. I do want to watch The Amazing Race. I would love to be on The Amazing Race. Would you want to be on it?
Of course, yes. 100%.
Yeah, you should try it out for next time.
And it would be a lot of fun. I think it's weird though. I like because not being in America, like I would really love to go on some of the shows over there. And obviously I'd have to be American to be on there. But for sure, if it ever comes to the UK, I'm signing up. Mark my words.
Didn't even think about that. I honestly didn't even think about the fact that.
Do you know what the worst part about it is though, Miranda? I think the fact that Big Brother UK got cancelled, I can't even go on a Big Brother in the UK now. So it's like I've got like no Big Brother to go on whatsoever. You
could go on The Circle.
I could go on The Circle. I could sign up for that, couldn't I?
I fucking, love The Circle. We, on Big Brother Twitter last January and last year, we got so hyped for The Circle. And we were all addicted on Big Brother Twitter. Like, we were all talking about The Circle, this, Circle that, Tim this, Tim that. Georgina had my heart. Brooke still has my heart. Like, all of these amazing people. Did you watch last season? Who was your favorite?
I saw bits of it, but Tim definitely seemed like a legend. He seemed like a proper legend. I think you didn't
watch it?
I will watch the full series next time because I'll be covering it on my YouTube channel. But Tim definitely seems like a legend. I've got to say that.
Yeah, Tim was adorable. But I need you to watch that season and tell me what you think because I loved it. I thought it was such a great show. Yeah. I actually really enjoyed season 1. I actually enjoyed season 1 more than season 2.
Oh, wow.
But their season 3 is supposed to be starting soon, I think.
Oh.
You should see if they're
I should apply, shouldn't I? I really should go for it.
Yeah, you should. Kyle says
Tom for The Circle.
And Ina says, Tom, you could be on the challenge. I would love to see Tom on the challenge.
Wow, imagine. I mean, like just laughable thinking about it. But I mean, I would give it a go. I'd give anything a go, mate. I really would, honestly. It's just like I wish we had Survivor and Big Brother and everything in the UK. It's so like gut wrenching that I can't go on any of them. I mean, all my life I've sort of said like I'd want to go on Big Brother UK. Then I realized when I got older, it's unbelievably trashy and compared to the US one, I think. And and I just thought no, I wouldn't go on the UK one. If we had, because I do think UK will come back eventually, but I think we'll adopt the US rules. That's just my honest opinion on it, and I would 100% sign up. I'd want to get on the first season. I'd want to become the Dr. Will of Big Brother UK. That sounds totally big-headed, but I would.
No, you
I'd
should.
love to give it a shot. I'd really love to give it a shot if it came to the UK.
You wouldn't go on Love Island?
Wow, I get so many. I get so many comments in my videos saying, "Tom, go on Love Island."
Well, I think that's the only show that a lot of us know.
Wow,
is on the UK.
Do you know what I don't like? I think as well. I work for the company that creates Love Island in the UK, so I think there's rules there about employees of the company going on the show. So I don't even think I'd be allowed to go on. So that totally rules me out already. There.
Really? Well, I hope that doesn't rule you out of The Circle. You have to be on The Circle.
Circle's Channel 4, RMITV, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. Then Kyle,
sorted.
He can be on The Circle, and we will watch Tom dominate The Circle.
That's cool.
The Circle US was good too. It wasn't as good in my opinion as The Circle UK, but it was fun. I did a few videos talking about it. Maybe when The Circle comes on, we can do a live together, a live
Absolutely.
or two.
Yes, unless I'm actually playing The Circle, then I won't.
Yeah, unless you're on The Circle, then I'll just talk about you being on it.
Yes.
Ina suggests Geordie
Shaw.
Oh, Geordie Shore.
Oh my God, right? Okay, so Geordie Shaw is this. Okay, well, I'm the closest probably to a Geordie that you can get. Well, no. Closest to a Geordie not being a Geordie. So I'll explain Geordie culture first, right? So
okay.
Have you heard of Newcastle in England?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So Newcastle is a big city, and if you're from there, you're known as a Geordie. You have this thick, strong Northern accent. I mean, like mine's quite strong. But Geordies are like, they accentuate every single word like that, and they sound like proper YI man. Every single thing that they say, that's a Geordie, right? And then this Geordie Shore show basically takes the trashiest Geordies of the lot, and they basically go out partying, and they get up to all sorts of things that they shouldn't be doing on TV, and they drink and do all sorts of stuff. It's unbelievably trashy. I wouldn't go on Geordie Shore per se.
Ooh, Ina, he shot that down. He said
it's
no.
Hilarious to watch. It is hilarious to watch. And there's been, I think, quite a few people who've been on Geordie Shore. I think might have been on the challenge. I could be wrong there. But there's quite a few people from the UK reality shows that have been on the challenge. I think you guys know Stephen Bear.
Yes, I love Bear. He is okay. He is so trashy, but I, as a viewer, find it entertaining. I mean, he's like, I would never want to be his friend in real life. I don't even want to anything like that. But he makes me laugh on TV, and so I love his TV personality. I don't really know too much about him though, outside of TV.
Did you see any clips of him on the UK celebrity version of Big Brother?
I did, and he still made me laugh.
Oh geez, how did he win? I mean, me and my friend, because we're like diehard Big Brother UK fans over here, we were just distraught when he won the whole thing. I find him unbelievably obnoxious. I feel like with Bear, you either love him or you hate him. There's no in between. And he obviously ended up winning, so lots of people love him. I can't stand him, I'm going to be honest.
Right. Fonda's having a debate. She doesn't know who to watch, us, Jolene, or Mad Rose D. Well, there's not much to talk about in regards to Big Brother, so I don't know what they're updating on Big Brother. Jolene and Busy are live, I think. Yes. I do believe that they are live, and I think they're talking about some 90-Day Fiance stuff. Yeah. Tom and I mean, hello, we're fabulous. Everyone else is fabulous too, but we're talking about culture over here. We're talking about the English TV shows. Yeah.
Let's go.
Luckily, you guys have variety. I'll understand if you ditch us, but I won't at the same time because we're fabulous. So you better stay, Fonda.
I'll second that. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. So Jordy, whatever. It sounds like Jersey Shore, and Ina said something similar. It sounds like people just getting drunk.
Pretty much, yeah. You get drunk
with heavy accents.
Yeah, heavy accents. You get drunk, not to sugarcoat it. You have sex on TV, all that sort of stuff. And yeah,
I could totally see you on there getting drunk and having sex on TV, Tom.
That's me.
That's just your vibe.
You know, just bettering the brand reputation every single day.
You totally give off that player vibe, Tom. Of course. You really do. So, and then we talked, I think our last live, we mentioned that there might be a celebrity Big Brother this off season. Is that, have you heard anything else about that?
I've just seen a couple of rumors online saying that CBS are looking to put some sort of season in winter because of the ratings drop this year. They're trying to maintain viewers, pick it back up, and I think probably earn a little bit of money in the process. So I would imagine that they'll put, I don't think they'll do over the top. I just think because it doesn't get as many views, and if they're aiming to try and get more views and boost ratings, celebrity would probably be the way to go, I think.
But wouldn't you think that they'd be losing money with celebrity Big Brother?
I would say it's an investment. They have to spend more on the celebs, but I think more people would watch. And it depends really who the names are, because I think there's a lot of names in demand, and if they can get people that people really want to watch, or some people controversial, and I don't know a lot about American politics or anything like that, but I know you guys are in the middle of a vote at the moment. If they get someone controversial, some controversial politician, then the ratings will probably be sky high, just like they do in the UK. We've got I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in the UK, and even when we had Big Brother as well, they'd throw some controversial politician in there and the ratings would go sky high. I think it would work.
Well, I think that was their tactic with the first Celebrity Big Brother, by getting Omarosa, right?
Yeah.
So, and then that other guy last season,
the Mooch.
Yeah.
Scaramucci. Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it past them to do something similar, especially after such a big election.
Yeah.
Because you're right, Tom. We're about a week away from a big one. This has been a very intense, lots of tension over here in America. Do you guys feel it over there?
Literally, it's crazy. I've seen so many memes in the UK about just UK people scrolling through their social media and they're just getting flooded with American politics. Like, that's literally it all over. And I've seen a million clips of all the debates and the fly and all that sort of stuff.
The fly.
So yeah, the fly's been a massive meme over here. But it's been quite funny to watch it all.
I bet. I can't imagine what it's like being in a different country and watching the shit show that has been going on. I bet it's real entertaining. Hey, what's America up to today? Oh, a fly landed on Mike Pence's head today. Oh, I didn't have that in my America bingo card. But, if we can't laugh at it, then we'll cry. So we've been laughing.
That's it. Laughing's better than crying. See,
Kyle
we're totally swamped in Brexit over here in the UK. It's like we've obviously had like everything COVID going on, but Brexit is the thing that's just been going on everyone's minds for about 3 years now. Is Brexit like a massive thing? Like, does everyone talk about it over in the US?
I heard a bit about Brexit, but only because I follow Zoella.
Oh wow! So you follow Zoella? Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, I watch Zoella. And I remember her talking about Brexit just real quick. And then her boyfriend Alfie talked about it like real quick too.
Yeah.
And I think that's about as far as I got with Brexit.
I'm surprised. I thought it would be like massive over there because literally.
No, yeah. I'm wrong. I heard a lot more about it because I remember a lot of people on Twitter were trying to blame Meghan Markle for Brexit at one point.
She gets blamed for everything over here in the UK. Literally, the UK has turned on Meghan Markle. Personally, I think go for it. You know what I mean? I think like she got hauled like ridiculously. Like everyone laid into it. It was horrible. I don't know what you think of Meghan Markle, but I wouldn't give her half as much sort of shtick as she gets. I mean, she came over, she married Harry, fair enough, and now they're going to do their own thing over in the US. Let them do it. Don't give them a hard time over it.
Well, I will say this. Harry was always my planned on princely husband. Okay. So when she took my, imaginary prince, I was a little sad. Yeah, I was like, okay. But then I got to know her without getting to know her. And I was like, okay, I like you, Meghan. I think I really like you and you're good for my Harry. So I'll accept this union. But just know Harry wanted me first without really wanting me. No, I'm kidding. I like Meghan. She's well received here. We love our Meghan. Well, from what I've seen.
It's crazy. Literally, she's in the papers like every single day in the UK. Like, just the newspapers haul at and they say the nastiest things about her. It's horrible.
Anytime I see her talked about on Twitter, you got the angry old British people in the replies.
And the Karens of the
Meghan,
internet.
she's the worst. She's awful. And I'm like,
that was a brilliant impression. What? That was a brilliant British impression, I've got to say.
Oh, she eats crust on her toast. That Meghan.
That's so good.
No, it's awful. But I try. But from what I understand, the UK media is not very nice. Like,
bullies.
You guys are a lot worse than American, from what I understand.
Yeah. It's a real big thing over here in the UK, and we've had to go serious for a second, we've had people go on Love Island, and there's been the papers and everything say so nasty things about them, and it's sort of led to several people who've been on Love Island actually taking their own lives.
Really?
Even the host of Love Island took her own life, unfortunately. It was horrible news, obviously, to everyone in the UK. And, there's been a sort of big spread social change over here where they're doing this #BeKind campaign in honor of the host of Love Island, because I just think it's so shocking that people can go on and haul people online, and especially the papers, because the papers have such a huge impact on, what we see and what we believe and everything like that. So for sure, you're totally right when you said the UK papers are very nasty, and they've sort of taken a back step slightly ever since that. But it's just, I think it's vital that we have these campaigns like Be Kind, because otherwise this sort of shit's going to continue happening. It is
right.
awful.
Well, I do believe I saw one article once when Kate Middleton was pregnant. I think they tried to blame her for the avocado shortage because she liked avocado toast. Or was that Meghan? It was one of them.
I'm not even sure. I've never heard of them, but it sounds like something that we'll put in KFS.
Yeah, one of them. It might have actually been Meghan, because from my understanding, Kate Middleton is well liked over there.
Everyone loves Kate, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it might have actually been Megan. They try to blame her for the avocado shortage
that could have
because
been
she
it. It's so
wanted
random.
avocado toast when she was
So
pregnant.
random.
Yeah, so Ina says the UK media talking recklessly about their child being fortunate for not looking black was the worst thing I've ever seen from the UK press. Oh, I didn't even see that.
I didn't see that either, but that is disgusting, and I do believe that was
Yeah.
probably said because it's just outrageous. It really is.
Ina confirms it was Megan.
Right.
Yeah, which isn't shocking to be honest. Like, no.
I'm happy. I mean, if she stayed in the UK press would have just like it would have been horrific to her. So I'm glad she got out like she did. I'm happy for her.
Yeah. Who's your favorite prince? I'm curious.
My favorite prince, I like Charles. He's a legend. He is a legend. I would say like because I have a tiny bit of a crush on Meghan, not massive, but a tiny bit of one. But I would say, but I think Charles is my favorite, and obviously he's next in line to become king, and I think he's going to be a legendary king. I'm looking forward to it.
So you can have Megan and I'll have Henry. Should I write this up right now? I can write the contract and send it over to their people.
Yeah, that's it.
TV talks with Tom wants Megan.
UK press.
Yeah, so I think that'll work. You can move over here with Megan so she doesn't have to be hounded.
Yeah, I can move over with Megan and then I can come on Big Brother US. It all works out, Miranda.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Oh, we love compromise. Anyways, but you guys are big royal people, right? Like you guys love your royals. Am I right?
We do well because obviously we have the royals, but it's sort of I think it's a big thing. When it's like the when we have the royal weddings and everything like that, it's like huge. Like everybody's tuning in to watch it on TV. The streets are flooded. We have street parties, all that sort of stuff for it, where everyone comes out and puts flags out in the streets and drinks.
That sounds like so much fun.
And it is a lot of fun. It really is, and yeah, it is really, really awesome. But at the same time, I feel like I've seen a million memes on this as well. The general conception of the UK, Americans think we're this place that drinks tea and eats crumpets and supports the royals, when that's not the case. Like everyone's much more sweary than it's made out to be. Everyone's wearing hoodies. Nobody's sort of wandering around wearing top hats. I feel like a lot of people think that about the UK, and it's crazy the difference in the perception to what it actually is.
Yeah, well, I mean, from my understanding, y'all like to use the C word, CUNT, a lot.
Right. Okay. Yeah,
and that's not a very well received word over here. I don't understand why. It doesn't hurt my feelings or bother me, but.
It's weird. Yeah, it is said a lot. Like people just sort of casually use it. I don't use it myself. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm not offended by it. Someone can say it and I wouldn't bat an eyelid, but I don't say it myself. But I did. It's strange that you said that actually, because I did watch a little clip of, I think it was Matt LeBlanc on some sort of talk show. I think he was with Conan. I think it was yesterday I watched it, and he was literally talking about how British people say the C-bomb quite a lot. So that's so weird. That was a coincidence.
Yeah. Well, because you do. Every clip that I see of like angry British people, they say that word. It's like they just throw it out like it's nothing. But if you even allude to the word here to anybody, they're like,
is that like the worst?
Yeah.
Is it the worst one over there? Like the worst one you can say?
Yeah, I would say. I would definitely say, well, that isn't like a racial slur. You say words like the N word or the R word, which is, towards you know what the R word is. But so those words are not very nice at all. And those are like universally like, except for like, a lot of like Hicks and stuff, they think that they can say that word. It's weird.
Yeah.
But I think generally the C word over here is the one word that will get the biggest rise.
Wow. Okay.
From everybody. I don't know why. It doesn't bother me. I'm like, sure, I am one.
Go for it.
I love it. But at the same time, cuss words and stuff don't bother me. Words in general don't bother me. Do you get offended easily?
Not really, no. I find it annoying when people get offended easily. I think it's just like the Karens of the internet. Like I said earlier, it's just there's no need for it. I mean, what's the point in because I know people say you can't say these things and swear words and what have you because it's offensive. I mean, like, if you can't say that, then what's funny? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what something funny is, by saying something that isn't generally supposed to be said, but not in a way where it crosses a line where it's offensive to someone. So I do not get offended at that sort of thing at all.
Right.
I like a good swear myself. I really do.
Yeah, words really just don't bother me at all. Maria is here. She says, "Hi, Miranda and Tom. Great to be back. Looking forward to another night of hearing you two together." Oh, thank you, Maria. I appreciate it. Hi, Total. Hello. Glad to see you guys are here. We kind of started on Big Brother talk, and I did title this BB22 talk. But like we've said 1,000 times, there's really just not much to talk about with Big Brother. So we've kind of turned this into like a general talk, and it's been really nice and fun.
It has, yeah.
And so Liana says a lot of British people can hide their accents so well, it amazes me. Can you hide your accent well? Can you try?
Hide it? What is hiding accent? What's hiding an accent? Am I being a total idiot here?
I think. Well, I'm assuming sound like an American.
Oh God!
I'm assuming that's what
myself here.
I already pulled out my British, so you need to pull out your American.
Okay, right. I need to think of a sentence to say. I feel like okay, I'll just think of something totally generic, like, oh my God. Like, I feel like that's like, oh my God, I'm American. I live in New York. Like, I feel like that's the thing to say.
That is such an American thing to say, actually.
I feel like genuinely when someone says you an American accent in the UK, everyone's like, oh my God, like that's the first thing everyone says.
Y'all, that's what the British think of us. They think we just say, oh my God. But it's true. Most of us say, oh my God, just willy-nilly like that. You're right. No, I'll give you that one for sure. Dwayne says that you sounded like Danny.
Oh, well, I'll take that. I can do a Danny Donato impression now. I'll put that on my CV.
Yeah, you should. Liana said that was good. So did Ina. Look at you.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take it.
I think you should be a voice actor.
Why not?
Have you ever been to America?
I've been twice. Yeah, I've been.
Really?
Once when I was about 6 years old, and once I went a couple of years ago. I was 16, I think. Yeah, 16. So I'm 18 now. If that would make sense.
What'd you think of it? You can be honest. You don't have to offend us.
I love America. I genuinely love it. I'd come back time and time again. I went to Florida twice. I think it was just the generic sort of, all the British people do it. Everyone comes over with the family and goes to all the Disney parks and the Universal parks. It was amazing, and I'd do it a million times over. I really would. I love America. I feel like ever since I've been younger as well, since I went for the first time, like my spiritual home is America. I don't know why. I know it sounds so cringe, but like I really wanted to move to America when I was younger, and then like lo and behold, I'm into all the American TV programs, and I don't know. I just feel like my destiny belongs in America. Not saying I'm ever going to move there, but you never know. You never know.
Well, your heart is definitely in America with Meghan Markle. So
of course, yeah.
I know you said it was a tiny crush, but I'm going to hold on to that tiny crush, and I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. She's your soulmate. Ina is shocked that you're 18.
Everyone's shocked that I'm 18. I say it in my videos. I say it in my live videos. I'm only 18. Everyone literally erupts, and I'm like, I don't get, because I feel like I think someone said like they thought I was 25 or something like that, and I don't quite know why. I mean, like, I don't know if it's how I look or if it's the way I come across or anything like that. I mean, did you think I was 18?
No, I thought you were older. I thought you were like 21.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll take that.
But I knew you were 18 because when we first became friends, I did scroll on your Instagram, and I think you posted your 18th birthday. That's it. So I wasn't shocked. Because I already kind of was shocked previously, but yeah, originally I did think you were like 21.
Wow. Okay. I'm very surprised that everyone thinks that. It shocks me every single time, but like, yeah, I'm 18. That's it.
Maybe it's the accent. I know for me, anytime I see a British person, I just automatically think they're older than they are. That just might be what it is. Hello, yes, you are. Hello, CJ. Hi. Liana says you are very mature. You are. Poor Kyle feels old now. So, look at Trey. Hi, Trey. Trey's shocked also. Fonda thought you were 23. I mean, these are good problems to have, though, Tom.
Yeah.
We want to look younger than we are. Or no, yeah. No. What?
It's the other way around.
I'm so confused. You look older than you are. I'm sorry. That's not a good problem to have. Sorry.
I feel like 23 is not a bad one. Say if I was, I don't know, 25 and someone said I looked 40, that's when we would have the problem. So I'm okay for now.
Yeah, no, you look young.
Young. I'll stick with that. Young.
But not
no
young,
age
18
mentioned.
young. Yeah, it might be the way that you carry yourself. You're right, Lucy. I think it might be the way you carry. I don't know, because here in America, teenagers are always just so, we're teenagers. Oh my gosh. And here I am like acting like that. But you're very like mature and like calm. Watch, you guys. I bet that's just his character. He is. When he gets off of here, he's probably like, yo, bros, you want to go catch a pint and a scone? You want to go to the pub?
A scone? A pint. I'll have to try that sometime. A pint and a scone. That sounds like a very nice combination. Yeah.
It's the only two British words that I know that you guys say like that.
There's pints, tea and pints and scones and crumpets.
I got in a fight with someone once because they argued with me that British people or British don't say, because we say scones.
Yeah, well, we say both of you. It's the age-old debate in the Great British Bake Off. Everyone is like totally into the Great British Bake Off over here, and scones and scones is the age-old debate. Which one is it? Half the UK pronounces it scones. Half the UK pronounces it scones.
Well, there's people here in America trying to battle me with it. And I was like, look, it's not that deep to me, but Zoella says scones, so that's how I say it.
Do what Zoella says.
And Zoella is my British muse. I don't know what to tell you guys. But isn't the age-old debate, though, really, if you put jam on something and then cream on something else?
That is truly the age-old debate. That is really. I'm cream first, then I put jam on top of the cream.
Yeah, that seems like the smart way to go about it to me.
It's the right thing to do, because surely, right, because I've never tried it the other way around, because surely if you put the jam on first and try to put the cream on top, wouldn't the jam just slide off the scone? Like, that's my thinking.
Yeah. And then you got jam in your cream jar.
Exactly. It's totally random. It's totally random. Would you put jam on first?
No, you put... Okay, here, for peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you always put the peanut butter on first and then the jelly.
Exactly. You put the thick one first.
At least I do.
It makes sense. It's like, I'm not to not offend the other 50% of people who think the other way around. It's just logic. It's simple as that.
Well, yeah, we'll offend them. It doesn't make sense, you guys. Y'all don't make sense. And then Ina, she's talking about milk and tea. You guys put your milk in the tea.
For sure, yeah.
Lucy 100%. Agrees. Cream, then jam, always. I think Lucy has a crush on you because she's agreeing with you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Lucy is a legend. Lucy always shows up for my broadcast on TV. So Lucy, I know I've said this a million times before, Lucy is a legend. So I'll give a quick shout out to Lucy.
Oh, we love Lucy then. Go Lucy. Go Lucy. And she loves cream, then jam first. It's
the right way to do it. Yeah.
Oh, Kyle's being difficult. He says, I put peanut butter on one side and then jelly on the other. Kyle, you know what? Total says, I'm 17, turning 18 next month in November. Wow. So Total is either a Scorpio or Sagittarius, one of the two. When is your birthday, Tom?
Mine is May the 30th. So I was Gemini, but then they introduced that new star sign, didn't they? Or whatever it was.
Oh, we don't pay attention to that one. You're still a Gemini.
Do we not pay attention? Well, I'm Gemini. There we go.
Ah, my sister's a Gemini and she's a psychopath.
So
I'm
in good company.
I think you're my favorite Gemini I've ever met because she's a crazy person. Ina says, I once lived with someone from London. I still put creamer in tea. I do too. I don't know many people who don't.
I might sound totally stupid here, but what's creamer? Is that just putting cream in your tea? What is creamer? I don't know.
What do you guys put in your tea?
We just put milk in. That's it.
Oh, well, generally creamer you put in coffee.
Okay.
And it's like a thicker, like a thick milk. Normally pretty flavored. You have like vanilla, hazelnut. Sometimes you can get crazy and get cookies and cream or snickerdoodle or pumpkin spice. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys don't have flavored creamer?
No, not at all. That is crazy. You've literally just offended like 99% of Britain there. Like
What?
we put milk in, and that's that. Nothing more. We flavour our coffees, everything like that. You know, we have pumpkin spice and all that sort of stuff. But in tea, literally milk. That's it.
Oh no, I put coconut almond milk creamer, normally
Oh.
vanilla. Yeah, that's how I roll, and I drink a nice cup of tea every morning.
Oh, wow, okay, I respect that.
But like without, like, I don't know how people are, like Kyle just said, I don't know how they function without cream or milk in one's tea. That seems dry as hell to me.
Yeah, that's it.
But thank you, Maria. Yeah, she is a psychopath. I love her, but she is a psychopath. But it is what it is. Ina says that she doesn't drink regularly. Yeah. So she puts creamer in her tea. You guys just put milk. What is a big what do you guys think of Americans over there? I'm curious. You think we're crazy hicks, all of us?
Just in general, there's like I would say it's just like, I feel like there's no way of getting out of this without sounding offensive, because everyone just sort of thinks of you guys over there as just, this isn't me, this isn't my opinion, but it's generally the UK just thinks of you guys as just mad and crazy and nutcases, basically.
We are.
Yeah, that's pretty much the conception over here. It's just like, yeah, that's what they're like.
No, we're all crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Kyle's probably the craziest.
I feel like it all gets roped in with American politics. Like, that's where it all comes from. I feel like because the UK hates Trump quite a lot. So, you know, I think everyone sees what Trump does, and then everyone's like, America's crazy. Like, that's it.
Well, yeah, you know, we are pretty crazy. I would say that Florida is probably the craziest section of America, and
right.
you just so happen to say that you enjoyed going over there. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff. There's usually a fun, crazy story coming out of Florida, like a story that you wouldn't think.
I've got my own scary, crazy story in Florida.
Oh, what is it? Please do tell.
It's weird. So I was in the mall. I was in one of the malls there. I don't know which one it was, but I was in a mall, and I was involved in it wasn't a real shooting, but it was something. It was like it was led to believe to be a shooting. Basically, it was terrifying. Basically, while I was there, because everybody thought it was a real shooting, and someone had set firecrackers off, and then someone thought it was gunshot. Everybody came running out. Police showed up. Everyone was evacuated out the mall. It was genuinely, because obviously we get nothing like that in the UK. It was the most terrifying moment of my life. I was literally terrified, and obviously the way it was taken off afterwards, when we got out and we realised, you know, it was in the news later in the evening that it wasn't a real shooting. But geez, I mean, I don't know if that thing happens on a regular basis in malls over in America, but geez, that was terrifying. It really was.
Unfortunately, it does happen quite regular. Well, I actually haven't heard of a shooting in a while, and that's sad that I say that, because there was a point where we were hearing about shootings all the time. Yeah. And I don't know if many people know, but over in the UK, well, obviously you know, but just to talk about how you said that it's not a regular thing over there, you guys either aren't allowed to have guns or it's very difficult. Am I right?
So you're not allowed. You need a license for a gun, basically, and so it's like literally like less than 1% of the population has one, and they only use it for like hunting and stuff like that. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Here you need a permit, I think. I don't own a gun, so I don't know.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm sure someone will get offended. Oh, don't talk about my gun. But I'm going to talk about your damn gun. I think it's just a permit. I don't even know if you need to go through much anything. But Kyle makes a good point. School is closed for most of the year, so that's probably why we haven't heard much about shootings, which is sad.
It's terrifying. I think it's crazy. I mean, like that is honestly, it's just like it makes obviously massive headlines in the UK when that sort of thing happens in the US, but I as a UK person from the outside, I can't believe that sort of thing happens in schools over there.
Yeah, isn't it wild? But Lucy actually brought up a funny story, and I do remember this. Remember when that guy was on bath salts in Florida and ate someone's face? Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember when he ate his face. And I remember that not being a big moment in the news because it's just so Florida. It's just such a Florida thing to Florida, you know?
Do you guys have the Florida man meme thing where it's like Florida man does this and Florida man does that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, well yeah, we're the creators of that meme because it's every single day. Florida, like the other day I saw there was like some cop chase, and it wasn't the cops chasing the person; it was the person chasing the cops because he was naked.
I love how you guys say cops. It's brilliant.
What do you guys say?
We just say the police. Like that's it.
Oh,
no cops over here. Like that's another one of Americans. Like, oh my god, it's the cops. Like.
Do that again. That was perfect.
Oh my god, it's the cops. You guys,
if you're not cracking up right now, you guys have no sense of humor because that was perfect. That is exactly how we sound. We'll go to a party and we'll see the cops come. Oh my god, you guys, the cops are here. We need to split up. And we're just I
feel like I've seen it in like every single like American teen movie, like American Pie or anything like that. It's like, oh my god, it's the cops, everyone split. Like that's literally what everyone says.
Right? I'm calling the cops.
Yeah, I'm calling the cops. 911. It's like we've got 999 in the UK, so it's like 911.
You guys, he's dogging our 911. That shit is hilarious. I'm dying. I'm calling 911. So you guys when you guys need the police, you guys dial 999.
999, that's it. We need the police to ring 999. 3 numbers, exactly the same.
Oi! The cops they need to call the cops. Call 91999.
The cops.
Oh, the cops, not the police. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, that was good. The I'm sorry bit was good.
Apologies. I didn't mean to mix the two. And I always do that. I always go up like a question.
It's actually quite good.
Oh, 999. That would be so much easier to remember under duress, right?
Literally tap, done.
Yeah. But your guys' cops wear funny hats, though, right? You guys wear those little round hats?
Like, yeah, some of them do, not all of them. It's like it's sort of like a big thing like that. It's like it's not like a top hat, but it's like a weird tall.
It kind of resembles a penis, just a little.
Kind of resembles a penis. We'll go with that.
Oh, Fonda already knew that it was 999 because of the show Hollyoaks. What is that?
Hollyoaks is one of the big soap operas in the UK. Hollyoaks is not very well. It's the least popular one over here, but I'm sure you guys have heard of Coronation Street over there, or maybe you haven't. I don't
heard
know.
About what?
Coronation Street. That's like the soap that's been like running like the longest, like I think over the entirety of like the earth. It's like the oldest soap opera ever. It's been going since like the 1940s or something like that.
Zoella might have told me about that.
She probably has, yeah.
She has talked about Call the Midwife. I know about that one.
My mum loves Call the Midwife.
I have not heard about Hollyoaks. I might have heard about Coronation Street.
Have you heard of EastEnders?
I think I have. I think Zoella told me about that one.
That's all the Londoners on that one. Like, get out of my pub and stuff like that, and you slave. That's what they all say on that one. But yeah, that's a popular one. Definitely that people.
You know which one I got addicted to was Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey, yeah.
But I don't know if that's a British or is that American.
It's a British thing. We've got like all the dames and the sirs and all that, and with Maggie Smith and all those legends in that one. Yeah.
Yes,
I haven't seen it myself,
Maggie Smith.
I know of Downton Abbey a lot. Like everybody knows about Downton Abbey in the UK.
Yeah, I do. So I do have PBS. What is that? It's like PBS you guys watch. And I have been trying to watch on Amazon Prime more British shows because you guys have really great time period shows. And those are the shows that catch my attention. Yeah. But I haven't been able to find one in a while, so I'm trying
to think of some of the recent ones because obviously, because I work at ITV, so we make all the period dramas, or quite a lot of them anyway. There's one called Belgravia that you might be interested in. That's like sort of like 1800s. This is just me giving you a checklist right now. Yeah,
that's the time I love.
And then there is one called, I think there was one called Victoria as well. I think that was big in the US. With I think she was on Doctor Who as well. I'm sure you guys know Doctor Who, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she was the main actress on Doctor Who. And there's one more that is on the tip of my tongue that I've totally forgotten. What was it called? Sanditon. That was it. There's one called Sanditon.
Yeah, I watched that one. I loved it. And I'm so pissed off that there isn't a season 2. Like, I'm literally so pissed off.
Literally, we get so many comments all the time saying, "Oh, do a season 2." It's literally just everyone like just spams like anything on like the Facebook account for like the channel. It's literally just like, we need more Sanderson, we need more Sanderson, and it's like, yeah, I obviously don't decide what's going to happen.
Well,
but
I mean, I agree with them. I'm about to start harloting you guys, or you know what I'm saying.
I do, yeah. But for the fans, I do hope there is another season because I know it's in huge demand.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal show.
Yeah.
Ina says, "Do you know about Harlots?" I know about Harlots, and I was obsessed with that fucking show. I think that's more of an American show.
Yeah,
that show's on Hulu.
Oh, okay. Hulu's big in the US, right? I don't think you can get it in the UK. I know what it is, though. I've definitely heard of it.
It's a very good show, but it's about prostitutes. I don't know if it'd be up your street, though.
Maybe not.
I don't know if you watch about prostitutes, but it's a good show. Yeah. I Starlight says, we call cops here screws.
Oh,
Where are you? Oh, I Starlight UK.
Screws? Oh, so if I Starlight UK is from the UK, I've never heard of screws ever. There's the Popo, the pigs, I'm trying to think what else there is. The pigs is the big one. The pigs, the Popo, the bobbies is one as well.
The what?
The bobbies.
The bobbies?
Yeah, the bobbies are on the way.
That sounds like a TV show for kids.
That's literally it. So the bobbies and they're the three main ones, like nicknames. But when they say the pigs, that's like an offensive one. Not like, it's not like you can't say it, but it's like deemed as offensive. We call them the pigs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a bit of British police culture for you there.
Yeah, I love police culture from other countries. Give me all the police culture. I'm dying to know what you all call your police. I think it's so funny that you guys don't call them cops.
I wish we called them cops over here, because then I could start saying cops as well, and I could like impress everyone with my American accent.
Yeah. Oh my God, the cops. You had me dying with that. Miranda, you need to look up Black country accent. I will definitely try. I will look into that. Thank you. Zachary says that he wants to move to the UK or Australia. Are you guys welcoming Americans to live? I'm assuming Zachary is American.
Zachary, come to the UK. You're more than welcome here. We're in a shitstorm at the moment with Brexit, but you're more than welcome to come.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think we've covered everything, Tom.
I think we have from Big Brother to UK police culture and the Bad Girls Club. I think we've done everything.
And Geordie Shore. What is it called?
It's Geordie Shore, but from now on I'm going to start calling it Geordie Shore because it
just with your American accent.
Like Geordie Shore. Call the cops.
I'm dying, Tom. I love you so much. You're so funny. With all that being said, it was definitely an interesting chat between Danny, Nicole, Anthony, and Ian. Which one disappointed you the most?
Danny for me. Really, I think everyone was so hyped about seeing Danny back, and she screwed over Janelle and Kesa and Yvonne and everyone. It's Danny for me. Easy question there.
I definitely think I don't know why Ian would be very disappointing.
No, Ian was incredible. Ian's credit went even higher up this season for me. I just think he's incredible.
I might have forgotten something, so let me know in the comments if I forgot. But I don't remember a time where Ian was very disappointing or said anything wrong or anything like that. Danny and Nicole Anthony were definitely the two, though, that kind of made me go like that. But I would have to say, for me, Nicole Anthony.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Danny has always been a little bitchy. She's always been a bit of a brat.
I feel like she's always played a bit more. Probably not in her second season, but like just from Big Brother 8, her initial season, like she played pretty well. Like, she was cutthroat, and obviously she had Evil Dick on her side. But I think it just like it feels like as Danny's gone on, it's sort of a game has just become progressively worse.
Oh, you're disappointed in her gameplay.
And I guess even on a personal level, really, I am filtering that in as well. I just think she she was playing for Cody. It was she honestly was playing for Cody. Like that was it.
I guess so I didn't even consider gameplay. I was definitely just thinking personality wise. So my bad. Gameplay wise, definitely Danny. I'll agree. Yeah. I agree with Danny. Gameplay wise, for sure. Nicole Anthony disappointed me on a personal level. Ian, loved Ian. I was a little disappointed that he was so like loyal and tightly aligned to Nicole Franzel. I will say that.
Imagine if we could have like a rewind where like imagine like Avengers Endgame style. They click the thing, they go back in time. Everybody sort of come together. Ian, Janelle, Kesa, Bailey, Davon, Keisha, and they don't waver from each other. Even Kevin, throw Kevin in there as well. And if they didn't turn on each other, imagine the finale night that we could have been having tomorrow night. It would have been incredible if they just stuck together and didn't play for Cody.
Yeah. Nicole did block me, Kyle, but she has since unblocked me. I don't know what inspired her. But yes, you're right. A lot of people took it the wrong way when Ian said, "I'm glad the good players evicted me."
It's hard to say.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think Tom and I are kind of like,
let's just say yeah. Let's just say yeah.
I don't know. There was so much that I feel like could have been taken some type of way this season that I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, when someone says that they were offended by something from this season, I'm like, add it to the damn list.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, there was so much that was just all over the place, just bleh, that it doesn't shock me anymore if someone was offended by something. And they're likely in their right to feel offended because it was probably rude or full of sass or attitude. I don't know. And it seemed like everybody this season, except for a few, and those few are Jacer and Bailey and Davon. It seems like everybody was in a weird, like they weren't the same person that they were before, in my opinion.
No.
I mean, those four that I mentioned definitely were. Even Keisha was, I would say. Keisha wasn't in there long enough, though, for me to really say, so I'm not going to include her.
Yeah.
Ian was. I think that he was pretty close to how he was before, but he was definitely blinded by the Nicole situation.
Yeah.
He put way too much trust into Nicole.
Yeah.
And I think he let Nicole and that side get to him and kind of maybe change him just a little bit, but from my memory he was pretty much the same and on point. So
I think I
don't know. I could be wrong. I might have missed something. I don't know. There were so many awful moments. Danny is not a Tom's kind of girl, Maria says.
No, she's not. Everyone always asks me who my Big Brother crush is as well on live, and
I'd love to know.
So it's actually someone from Big Brother Canada. I don't know. Do you watch Big Brother Canada?
So I watched Gary's season, his first season, which I think was number 1, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then I watched Ika's season. After that, I didn't really watch.
See, I've like dipped in and out of Big Brother seasons in the Canadian version. I'm definitely going to watch it next year for sure, but I sort of watch a bit like on and off. But my Big Brother crush is actually someone called Paris. She was on Big Brother 6, I think. Big Brother Canada 6. You might have heard of that. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, everyone always asks, and then like it's literally just like I just get a million comments about Paris now. Like ever since I've said that.
Now I gotta look her up. Okay, let me see a picture of Paris. Oh, she's so cute. She kind of gives me Meghan Markle vibes.
Whoa.
In a sense, like she's very like dark haired, dark eyes, very pretty.
Yeah.
Kyle, I'm very happy to hear Paul unblocked you. Paul is a doorknob to me, though. I don't like Paul. You don't like Paul either? We're not fans of Paul.
Like, it's weird, right? I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and I was saying, as much as Paul gets a lot of hate, and sometimes, because I think the way he went on was a bit unfair, and BB22, to be fair, if he was on this season, he would have not put up with this committee shit. He would have broken it up. Because even though a lot of people don't like him, Paul would have infiltrated it. He would have turned everybody against each other. And I truly do believe that. As much as I'm not the massive fan of him, I don't know about you, but I think he probably would have blown things up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Paul definitely Paul is kind of just, he's on my shit list. I don't even know. Maria wants me to show a picture of Paris.
Yeah, there she is. There's Paris.
Yeah, she's very beautiful.
She is.
I have no idea who that is, but I think that she's stunning. So I might just have to stand. Kyle says that she is a queen, so we love that. Zachary asks, who was the worst winner, Cody or Mickey? So he's already saying that Cody's a winner. I would say Jackson. I just
easily Jackson. Yeah, easily.
Yeah. There is no way I will ever give Jackson any kind of credit for anything. He's just such a trash human being. It's just the worst. Oh, I'm sorry, Maria. She says that I move too much. Well, I have like ADD, okay? I can't sit still.
There's there we Paris. There we go.
Can you see her, Maria? Okay. There we go. There's Paris. Kyle says Mickey. Everybody, I think everybody agrees.
Yeah.
That Jackson is just trash.
I feel like, as well, like personal level, like you said, trash. But even on a gameplay level, like, he didn't stick to slop. He cheated his way through the game, and if he followed the rule book, he should have been removed from the game in like week 3 or something like that. Even for the stuff he said, he should have been removed from the game.
Fonda's correcting us. Paul, his pronouns now are them, they.
Yeah.
I did not know that. That is news to me. I don't follow Paul, so I will try to implement that when I'm talking about them in the future.
Yeah.
Did I use that right? Did I do it right? Okay.
Yes, you did.
That's going to take some getting used to, but it's not like I talk about Paul that often, so there we go. All right, Tom, I think that we've covered literally everything. We got to keep some stuff for next time, because there is going to be another live, because I love just chatting with you.
Same here.
We can just chit chat next time, like shoot the shit about whatever.
We could talk about maybe German police culture next time, or French police culture, anything like that.
Right.
Or the Good Girls Club, just anything else.
No, maybe next time we'll do like a British American challenge thing. I don't fucking know.
That sounds
but I don't want to like make you be like, oh, they're gonna talk about me being British again. So I'm not gonna try to bring it up every time.
I will embrace it.
You're the only one that I know, so of course I'm gonna be like, do you guys do this? Do you do that? Ina has breaking news, so we're gonna let her spill it real quick while we're live.
Here we go.
We love breaking news, and we're just gonna sit and wait.
I'm very excited.
But no, next time,
come on.
We definitely need to cover the challenge together. I mean, the circle together.
We can cover the challenge as well, even if I should get into the challenge. I really should. I did watch like one episode of the last season, and Bear if Bear's not on the next season, I'm more likely to watch it. Let's just say
I don't think he is, and if he is, I don't think he lasts very long. So
okay.
So her breaking news was Keith Rainier was sentenced to 120 years. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who Keith Rainier is.
I know.
If he was a bad person, then we are happy.
Yeah, we are very happy. Let's see. Keith Rainier. Let's see. Oh, he was a part of I can't pronounce this. He was a cult leader, but he was, okay, I actually read about this sex trafficking cult.
Oh.
And I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's spelled NXIVM. Nixvium. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
And he, from my understanding, was like a big sex trafficker. I didn't know that was his name, like off the top of my head, but I see his picture. He was like a big sex trafficker, and we don't like that.
We don't. So we are. This is good news. 120 years. It's a victory.
120 years is too little. He should have gotten 500 years, because the odds
make it 1,000.
Who knows? I don't know what kind of whatnots he's got going on. So should have just given him 500 and called it a day.
Yep.
Yay! Good job, justice system. 120 years. We love that. It's such a rare thing here for the justice system. Question, do you guys get a lot of justice over there with your police and your law enforcement?
I would say more so than the US.
Yeah,
more so than the US. Yeah, it seems that way. Yeah, I wouldn't like. I haven't really. I don't know probably enough about it to say like we get a lot of justice, but definitely more than the US. That's all I'll say on that.
Then we're on the same page. So we are excited to finally see some justice.
Yeah.
We got Obama here. We got Obama. Ooh, how
President
exciting.
Obama. Great to see you.
Sorry, Obama. We're about to head on off because we have literally talked about everything and we're about to start talking about sex trafficking. And I don't know if that's a really great conversation to have.
No,
so
let's stop the line there.
So you guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Julie, for the $9.99 super chat. Go subscribe to Tom's channel. I think I forgot to link it in the description box, but it is TV Talks with Tom, and I will try to go back and link that. I did put our social media, so go follow Tom on Instagram and on Twitter. And I will see you guys in my next live. Hopefully, Ina will go live with me, and we'll be able to talk about drama and just girly shit. And yeah, any last words for BB22? Because this is probably going to be my final BB live.
It was fun whilst it lasted. Let's just say that.
Let's hope for bigger and better for next season.
Yeah, Big Brother 23, we're waiting for you.
If there is a next season. Next season might be the last, actually.
I hope not. But we've got our fingers crossed.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we're going to head on off. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, let's just go to this.